Hi, my name is, I haven't picked a name yet, but the name of the show is called Cook With What You Got. Basically, Cook With What You Got is a show about not having anything, but you still gotta eat, because we all gotta eat. So what we shoot for in this show is not necessarily food that tastes good, more of food being edible. What we're going to do here right now is we're going to throw some frozen chicken up here, and I know what you're probably thinking. What you're thinking is that the chicken should be thawed out. Any other time besides right now, we got some instant Chinese Asian lunch, and we're gonna hook this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the fire on. When your chicken is frozen, what you have to do is that you have to cut it up into smaller pieces so that it all goes through. You know, in a shorter period of time than what it would if you kept it all in. So what we're doing right now is we need to boil this water. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put the olive oil in there instead of the canola oil just because it's better, but canola oil is pretty decent under the circumstances of where it could actually be, like, you know, vegetable oil, like the worst one. So, what I'm going to do is, alright, so, and we got this big old one from the barbecue out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all this started. And basically, as far as your taste needs are concerned, it's taken care of, really, in your instant lunch. I want to throw some onions in here. And you're going to be throwing the onions in with food, and you want them to be cooked, like you don't want them to be hard, you should actually shave them very fine so that the fire goes through and it softens them. The important thing that we got going on here is putting food in our stomachs. So we're going to throw some butter in here. You know, measurement, that's like about 25% of a stick, maybe a little bit more. What's this? We got some garlic here, and garlic is very good for us as far as being, it kills, you know, parasites and stuff. It can kill a conversation too if you got too much on your breath, so you might not want to. But usually, you would boil the cup of noodles, or at least throw, you know, hot water into it and let it sit. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to throw it in with the chicken and crunch it down, and hopefully in the process it'll get burnt. I can almost promise you, like a good 95%, that this plate is going to be delicious. You know, this is actually turning more into like a ghetto gourmet. You know, where I could actually possibly charge $500 for this plate right here. But I'm not. But if I did, then I wouldn't have to cook. And you see all of this burn? How the chicken is starting to burn right there? That's actually your flavor. So you want it to burn a little bit. It's just like when you barbecue food and it's got that little burn on it and it tastes so good, but it's like really burnt. It's like that, you know. It's, you know, depending on, you know, who's cooking it depends on. Anyway, my whole point is that I actually didn't even have to boil this water. So now what you do is that throw the water in, break all of that burntness up, and that's actual taste and flavoring that compounds the original cup of noodles. Ramen noodles, maraschino, whatever it's called. What you can also do, you know, for people who are, you know, into fresh food, is you could throw a little bit of broccoli into it. Shave it and keep it fine. Otherwise, what winds up happening to your plate is that you'll have this food that's done, but with vegetables that taste like they shouldn't be in the plate. We're throwing all of this stuff together, and you know, a cup of noodles is pretty spicy. We already know that it has a high salt content, so we don't have to worry about adding any additional. But what you can do, you know, and this is for spicy food lovers. Enjoy some spice in our food. You can put some chili powder in it. So it's all coming together, and you know, you gotta understand that these are like, you know, dried out noodles. So from time to time, you know, periodically,
Mom, can I do that?
you're gonna have to add, you know, some water, or you know, wine if you have some, you know, alcoholic thing going on there. I think any alcohol that we drink is to get tore up. Alright, so it's just something simple because, you know, technically this is not even really, you know, a dinner. This is more or less like, you know, a snack, you know, something early in the day, maybe even possibly a lunch before you go back to work. Or, you know, maybe you can make it, you know, the longer that it cooks, the more of a thicker consistency that it will have. Yeah, so I guess right now I'm gonna put a top on this and let, you know, some of the steam and the pressure just lock all of the necessary juices into this cook with what you got original recipe. We're going to turn this down. We're going to take a break. Let this cook for about a good 15 minutes on simmer, and we'll be back in a few. I gotta go to the bathroom too. Welcome back to Cook It What You Got. Reaction. Cook It What You Got. This is the first actual show. Thank you for congratulating me. This will go very far, and eventually I guess I'll be cooking with all the other famous chefs in the world, you know, teaching them my beautifulness as far as the culinary world is concerned. So, thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time. Goodbye.